YouTube, Brian James at Micro Four Thirds Guy with you once again. And a bit of an unusual video for you today. For those of you who've been with me from the beginning on this channel, you know that it actually started out as a music channel rather than photography. So this won't come as a surprise to you. But to the new people who've subscribed, good to see you on the channel. Really good to see you as part of the community. But I'm going to talk today a little bit about music, because I have just finished doing a gig, my first proper gig since March 2020. 16th of March 2020 was my last proper gig. Sorry about that. I'm going to tell you why I'm doing this video though, because I'm just so over the moon of what's happened. I'm actually in a really happy mood. Now, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please hit the subscribe button below and also hit the notification bell to get updates, all that sort of rubbish. But you'll probably be able to suss out that I'm buzzing somewhat on this. I've just packed my gear away, as you've seen, put it back into the van, and the last gig I did was on the 16th of March 2020. And it was to a residential nursing home for old folks. And I didn't expect ever to be doing one of them again, because of what's gone on with the pandemic. The residential homes have been the ones which have been the most hit. And I'd pretty much put those out of my mind. And that's been it. The only gigs I've done in the meantime are a couple of what I've called the doorstep singer, where I've turned up on people's gardens, far in the garden, and set a battery-operated PA up and sang a few numbers for them for a birthday or something. I've had a couple of those during the time, but most people have been very withdrawn from what they're doing on things. I got a call from a good friend because he wanted me to go and sing for a 97th birthday event. And it was wonderful. It was socially distanced. We were outside for a start. Normally my act is to go and intermingle with people and chat to them. Of course, I couldn't do that. I was staying considerably more than 2 meters distance, I hasten to add, from the people who were there. But it was outside, with a nice marquee set up for the residents, and I was outside in the sunshine. Did find a problem that iPads overheat in the sunshine, so it shut itself down halfway through. But the reason I'm doing this video is because it's just been so positive. I haven't had the best of time over the last year and a half, as an awful lot of people haven't. And one of the things which has really brought me out myself has been getting to do the photography and to do this YouTube channel for you. I really have booked myself up a lot. But I've been missing that other thing in my life. I have two vocations in life. One is my singing and one is my photography. The other things which bring me pleasure are my family and friends. That's what I do apart from that. But the things which I do as a vocation, not work, but a vocation, are my singing and my photography. And I've managed to get the photography back since the beginning of this year, and I've managed to get a new avenue with the YouTube. But I've been hankering to get my music back, and I've finally got it back now, which is great. The style of music I was doing yesterday is all big band sort of stuff. If you haven't seen me singing, by the way, there are some very, very poor quality videos, but they're worth watching if you're interested. There's a link above, or got on my channel below, from when I was singing with Cliff Eland big band about 10 years ago. Some people took some stuff on mobile phones, so we just put it together. That's available on the channel if you want to have a look at it. Please do. But what I was doing yesterday was for older music. I do all sorts. I do up to modern. I do everything from sort of older to modern music. I've got an 80s synth pop act together that we've been rehearsing heavily on for when we do come out of this situation. But what I was doing for them was a lot of stuff like Sinatra, Dean Martin, Nat King Cole, my favourite, Matt Monro. So I was doing a lot of stuff like that. And again, all these great arrangements. And the beauty part of that was watching people's faces who were there. They haven't had any entertainment in these places for a year and a half as well. So I found something out as well yesterday, that some of the people in these places, they're our older generation, that they're important people to us, but some of those haven't quite sussed out why people have stopped going to see them. They can't quite understand why nobody's gone to see them anymore, why nobody's come to sing for them anymore, why nobody's coming in to do all the things that they used to, and they can't quite understand it, some of these people. And I found that very sad. But what it did give me the opportunity to do yesterday was to do some singing and to put something back and watch people smile. And the biggest reason I do these things in residential homes, the biggest reason I go out doing photography is to watch people's reactions, especially those who've got dementia or Alzheimer's or one of those sort of crippling mental diseases which we can suffer in older age, where you can sing something and prompt a memory and watch the smiles come to people's faces. And that to me is the magic of doing the singing. So for me, the idea of going into these places and doing music I love, because I mean, let's face it, you've got all these fantastic arrangers. It's the arrangements that I'm really impressed with. You know, the Nelson Riddle, Don Costa, Neil Hefti arrangements of these fantastic numbers at Sinatra and Nat King Cole, and the arrangements done by Don Black for Matt Monro. All these amazing sort of musical arrangements. To some people, it doesn't compute for them. It's not their style. But for me, these are fantastic. And what it did for me, it gave me quite a mental boost. So I just thought I'd share that mental boost with you. As I say, I do believe we are getting to better times, and both the photography coming back on and having something music-wise really is good. I'm not a glass half empty person, but I quite often not a glass half full person either. So sometimes I need these little boosts in life just to pep me up. One thing I will say is thank you, all the community who've been on the channel subscribing. I know I waffled on a little bit. Somebody said stop waffling, otherwise they're going to unsubscribe. Well, I'm sorry, I'm a waffler. It's take me or leave me, that's the way I am. My wife's tried to get me to stop waffling for the last 33 years and it hasn't worked. So, but if you've enjoyed this, hit the subscribe button below. Give me a big thumbs up and a like, because it does help YouTube to spread it around to more people. And keep on taking your photographs. And if you are on the music scene, hopefully you've got some stuff coming back in as well. Watch out as well, because on the photography side, I've just been doing a few shots which really have been enjoying myself on of my 45mm f1.8 Olympus prime lens. It's probably my favourite lens that I own. It's beautiful, but I've been taking it out of the studio and into the outside world rather than what I normally use it for, which is portrait stuff. So that video is coming along very, very soon. Until the next time, this is Brian James. Look after yourself, keep on taking photographs, keep on enjoying yourself, and keep safe. Bye-bye.